Welcome to Pam's Perspective. Thanks for joining my boos and of course my poos. Let's get into this video. This is DDG finally responding to Halle. Let's get into it.
Good, y'all. Welcome back to another video, man. Before we get into what I'm about to talk about, I have a new song dropping next Friday, What You Bad For, with a feature on it. If you want to know what the feature is, you gotta click the pre-save link below. To pre-save, all you do is put your email in. It drops next Friday, 11:15. Do not miss out, okay?
The song is fire, y'all. So go run DDG up, click on that song. It's not only is the song good, the video is so cute. I love it.
It's one of my favorite songs. I'm reposting all TikToks. I got millions of followers. If you want to get reposted on TikTok, make a TikTok right now. Ladies, dudes, whatever. I reposted everything. Make your TikTok to the TikTok sound on my page. And let's run it up. And we're going to go up next Friday, I promise. This is one of the ones. But to get into that conversation, and this is a little side note. I know a lot of people be saying stuff like, oh, DDG, you doing all this for promo. I just know how to flip negativity into positivity. Like, I don't never want y'all to ever see me sweat. I don't never want y'all to think y'all ever made me lose sleep. And when I say y'all, I mean like the people that talk crazy about me every single day. Y'all know I've been getting cyberbullied for the past 3 years. The average person would have been on.
Let me stop right there, and I totally agree. I totally agree with him. We need to stop letting people steal our joy, our happiness. Cyberbullying needs to stop, but as we know, it's not going to stop. So I think more people need to get like DDG.
They self. Like the stuff that I go through online for being a active dad is out of control.
Ridiculous.
Like, I go through stuff that don't even make sense. And it's to a point now where my skin is so damn thick, bro, like, nothing really gets to me anymore, you know? So that's why when I get into situations like this, I'm gonna promote a song, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do whatever, because I'm not gonna let you make me feel like I'm not working. I work through the hard times. It's called keeping your head up. It's called fighting through hard times and you know, persevering and stuff like that. So I've been dealing with adversity for the past 3-4 years for nothing, you know, truthfully. Like, I've been getting hated on for so long. So it's like, it is what it is. But one thing I don't like when people do, I don't like when people hate on Halle. I don't care if people think she wrong or not, or I think she wrong or right. She could be going through something mentally after having a kid that I can't understand as a man. So when situations like this happen, I try to handle it with as much grace as possible, because Halo needs her, you know, I need her. We need each other to create a childhood that's safe and fun and memorable for him. And
let me stop. And when I say I freaking love this, I love this. We need more people like this. Whether you're with somebody, whether you're not, when you have a child in common, it should behoove you when people talk about that. If something was said about the other person, especially when you're in the limelight, I totally respect DDG for this. I totally, and we can respect.
Halo is the biggest blessing in my life. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't remember what life was like before Halo. And I wouldn't have him if it wasn't for Halle. And for that reason alone, like, I got unconditional love and respect for her.
And you should.
That nobody can really change. And y'all gotta understand, we going through a very different transition right now. We only been parents for 10 months. Now we going through like a little breakup, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta understand, we going through something that's a little, it's hard for us. So when little stuff like this happen, it's really nothing. People go through this type of stuff all the time. I just don't appreciate when people try to put me against her, or it's like me versus her and all of this, and she's wrong and he's right, blah, blah, blah. Like, y'all can hate on me for as long as y'all want, but leave Halle alone, man.
Y'all heard him. Leave Halle alone. And I agree with him. They just had a baby. The baby's not even a year old. What are we doing? And then she came back up and apologized, and they still crucifying her. Let that baby be. She's living in the limelight. Unfortunately, this world is so mean. I rocks with you, DDG. Tell them, keep Halle's name out your mouth.
And mentally, y'all don't know what she's going through when it comes to postpartum. She just pushed the whole human out. She's dealing with a whole new life. Like, she has to put everything, not on pause, but she has to always consider Halo in every situation. I do too. But, as a mother, I know it's way more detrimental. So I got way thicker skin. My skin is overly thick when it comes to online backlash. But I know for her it's something very, very new. And I'm just asking y'all just to chill. And let's go back to regular schedule programming. Like, no one's perfect. We are only humans. So I just don't like it. Y'all. That doesn't do me any good whatsoever. Me and her getting into it is no good for nobody, either one of us. So we're a family. That is my family forever.
Now we're gonna end with that. And I agree. Halle has expressed multiple times that she was going through postpartum. Postpartum is not easy. Postpartum can last up to 2 years, I believe, after birth, if I remember correctly. I went through postpartum. A lot of women go through postpartum. How about we start uplifting instead of tearing down? Let's get into it. Let's get into positivity. Plus, y'all heard him. DDG ain't playing with you. Leave her name out your mouth. And I agree with him. And I respect him for coming out and speaking to the world, to the masses, and checking them. All right, so we're going to say thank you for tuning in to Pam's Perspective. My boos and my poos. Remember, always keep God first in everything that you do. Much love.